Hello everyone, V the Amazing Greek here. Finally it happened. I was tagged in a video. I was glad it took long enough. I was tagged by Dannuel Tanksley. I hope I'm saying the last name right. He had a video called 2 Knives for Zombies. Somebody asked him to do a video saying what 2 knives would you take during a zombie apocalypse. And I was one of the people that he picked to do that, so I'm going to do this video and then post it on his as a video response. One thing I want to say, Daniel, I didn't know you were saying my name until I heard the 1971. Typically, everybody calls me V the Amazing Greek or V the Greek, whatever. Just for reference, I'm not offended or nothing like that. I'm not like that. But the name, the American way of saying it, Anestis 1971. I had to listen twice because, like, did he just say me? So it's Anestis 1971, or you can just say V the Amazing Greek. I don't know who you're talking about. So that's out of the way. So after I tell what my knives are and why I chose them, I will tag a few people here, and hopefully they'll see my video in a few days or whatever. I don't know how the viewing history is for people, and they'll do a video response and attach it to mine, and we can keep going. The first one I chose was my cold steel kukri machete. Now, I say machete because Dannuel, when he did his, used a SP8 machete from Ontario. Now, if you don't have one of these or know much about them, a good place to start is find a destruction test video on this particular item. This thing is crazy tough. I didn't watch that video until after I bought it. This thing is insane. It's 18 1/4 inches overall length, and it has a 13-inch blade, which I'm calling the blade from here, the end of the handle, to the tip. I mean, we don't have here, but, you know, we're not using it like that. This tool or weapon for a zombie apocalypse, to me, in my opinion, would be a great thing to have. The edge here is easily modified to give it a better bite when it goes in. You know, it comes with a little bit of a steep angle. Easy to change. When you wear off the coating through chopping and stuff, flat black paint goes over it and you can't even tell. It's 1095 or 1055 carbon steel. It's pretty awesome. What I've done with it, I like the fact that it does come with a point, unlike some other machetes. So if you had to, you could thrust with it. It's got the kukri shape to it, so it's forward heavy, and the handle is very comfortable. I don't know what this material is called. It's a rubber type material. It's got a checkered pattern on it. It's really good in the hand. The shape of it, the first time I grabbed it, I thought, wow, that's kind of a small handle, but it works very great. It's ergonomically comfortable. I like the fact I can get reach with this. I can hit a target beyond my hand, and I can also reach further than I could with the knife. This is a very tough tool. I've not cut through bone. You know, it's hard to find actual test materials to cut through bone. But I guess I need to look into the machete, the skulls they use on a Zombie Go Boom and stuff like that. Maybe see if I can order some of those, how much those are. With the thrusting tip, I like that. It's a good chopper, and I like it that it's short enough that on my bug out bag, I have it mounted just like this. And I can pull it out. I'm not, you know, like this overextending like maybe I would a sword if I had a sword. Now, I chose this machete versus my two-handed katana machete because I have not modified the handle on that yet. Once the handle on that is modified, and I'll do a video on that, then it might change for my taste. But right now it's just too long. And please don't I did not name it the katana machete. I know it's not a true katana. I don't have the money to buy a real katana. I don't want a real katana, okay? That's what Cold Steel calls it. Don't give me hell over it, please. So that's my first choice. I've used it in actual chopping and cutting wood and things like that. I like it. It cuts good. I like it a lot. It's shorter than the Magnum Kukri, which is a little bit more extension, to have more reach, but I like this a lot. Now, for my, I guess you call it knife, and I'm going to catch hell on this one probably too. I love the M-Tech MT151. I have not had to sharpen this knife yet. I've done a lot of batoning with it, chopping action, peeling bark off when I do firewood and stuff. It just peels it right off. Hardwood, softwood, it doesn't matter. This particular knife is 14 5/8 inches overall length, and from the guard here to the end, the blade is 9 7/16. Now, what I like about this knife, and I know it's a copy of the Cold Steel Trailmaster, I think. This was $20, and it's a beast. Some people would say that the steel isn't good, this and that. Before I bought this, there was a review where a guy stuck this in his deep freezer for 3 days, took it outside, and over a distance of 4 or 5 feet, shot it right here with a .380 pistol. It didn't do anything to it. The steel didn't shatter. And he abused the hell out of it, and I was like, I gotta have that knife. $20, you can't beat it. It's got a, again, checkered handle, kind of goes down just a little bit in the middle. I like the grip. I've heard some people say that the plastic might slide off. I've not experienced that problem. There is a lanyard hole that has a retention brass tube in there that's flared on each end. If that comes out, yes, I could see where the handle might come off. They might have to epoxy it on. I haven't run into that yet. Or put another liner in here and crimp it. Not crimp it, but flare it out, and that would stop that from happening. This knife is 1/4 inch steel on the back, and then it just, from the back, is a wedge. That's all. There's no making an angle. It's just a freaking wedge that digs deep. What I like about this knife, it's not that heavy. I don't know the weight on it. I don't have something that measures small weight like that just for people. This knife in the hand, it doesn't feel forward heavy. It's a good thruster. I've jabbed it into trees this way, you know, different ways to see if it'll stick. It sticks very good. I also like the fact there's no saw on it, and I don't need a saw. So for me, with the batoning and using it in a, if I had to, a stabbing application, I don't have to worry about getting caught up, you know, on cartilage or clothing or something like that in the body if you ever had to do that. And we're talking about zombies. So also, even a fat guy like me, if you get hit with this, it's going in. You're going to hit organs and stuff. I know zombies, we're not worried about that, but there's going to be other crazy people out running around too. Back of the head, you go right up in there, no problem. I would not doubt that a swift attack from behind, you could probably sever the spinal column. I don't know if you'll take the whole head off, but, you know, put the brain out of commission, and that's what we're going for. So those are my two that I would take. Again, if it was modified, and I work with it a little bit, make sure I like it, probably swap this out with a two-handed katana machete. It would give me then leverage and a little bit more length. I think the blade on that is 19.5 inches, if I remember right. So those are my knives that I would take with me. If you don't own an M-Tech, you've never used an M-Tech, please don't give me a bunch of crap on that. And I'm going to tag a few people to do the same. I would like to have Vonderkoff tell me what two knives he would take in a zombie apocalypse. Vigilante Justice 17. What 2 knives you would take during the zombie apocalypse? The ninja apocalypse. What would that be like? Bug Out Brian. What would you take with you? And Kira sings hello. I would like to know what blades you would take with you in the zombie apocalypse. And see if you can't get your mama to join you on that, and we'll see what she's thinking. So, I'm V the Amazing Greek, and I thank you for watching. And I hope that's what you're looking for, Daniel. Thank you for tagging me. I appreciate it. It's my first one. That's freaking awesome. And I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.